Human Rights Watch said this past week that the Egyptian government should account for all detained demonstrators and free those arbitrarily arrested during the recent anti-government protests. Egyptian human rights monitors and two internet activist groups have collected names of scores of people who have been reported missing since January 28th, when the military took charge of security after police withdrew in the face of the popular demonstrations. Based on reports from released detainees and families of missing people, Egyptian human rights activists say that the military, which assumed direct governmental power in Egypt on February 11th, following the resignation of President Hosni Mubarak, is holding most of those still missing. Human Rights Watch documented 5 cases in which detainees were beaten, whipped, or given electric shocks in military custody. Egyptian rights groups say they have documented more cases of abuse. The basic demand is that government appointed by Mubarak should be cancelled. Right now, it's just Mubarak's government without Mubarak. The government that is ruling now is a government of the National Democratic Party. The NDP is still there. It has not been dissolved. State security is still present, the emergency law is still in place, and the prisoners are still in jail. On February 20th, the military-led government acknowledged that the army holds protesters, but has yet to publish a list of those detained since it assumed responsibility for internal security. Prime Minister Ahmed Shafiq said at a news conference that, quote, the government is doing research into releasing people detained since protests began. Sarah Whitson of Human Rights Watch said, quote, vague promises to release detainees are not enough. Egypt's interim authorities should immediately publish a list of everyone they are holding, and every detainee should be brought before a judge straight away. The group said the military should move swiftly to release detainees or charge them with a recognizable offense and hold accountable those responsible for abusing people in custody. The authorities should also allow independent inspection of all detention centers without notice. Until now, there are people in prison, and until now, they are not agreeing to release them. State security continues to play a major role. And the information that goes to Ahmed Shafiq and the others is from state security. State security are the ones who decide whether this or that group is dangerous. The decision comes from them, and we as a people do not want state security at all. The number of people still being detained in connection with protests is difficult to determine, in part because it is uncertain that all detentions were reported, and in part because families who report missing relatives do not necessarily report their release. Released detainees or their families who were willing to talk said that the detainees were held incommunicado, without access to families or lawyers. In these 17 cases, the authorities gave no justification for the arrests.